Hey guys, so for today's video it's going to be something a bit different, as you can tell. What? Oh what? Oh what? Okay, we're going to stop doing that. So this is my best friend Sahian.
So I don't know.
Okay, stop. So for today we're not going to do anything like makeup related, mostly because I'm awful and I forgot to order new contacts. So wearing these guys for a bit. So I didn't want to do anything makeup related, so I was like, okay, well I'll just do like a chatty type of video. So what we're going to be doing is be going through all of these old pictures and talk about how embarrassing they are.
And drink coffee.
And drink coffee.
Even though it's, what, 90 degrees out here?
It's like 90 degrees, but we're still drinking hot coffee, so we hate ourselves.
Coffee addicts.
Yeah, that's the better way of putting it.
Coffee addicts for that one.
Okay, so funny story about this picture right here. I'm not in it, I don't think. Oh no, I'm right here. I'm at the very end. And then the girl in the hat right there is Sahian.
Okay, I'm still obsessed with hats, but just not as much.
Not as much, no. She used to wear hats every single day.
All the time.
Every day at middle school. All the time.
Even to dances, I think I wore a couple hats.
Did you?
Yeah, to
dances,
the
like the winter
the 70s dance.
I don't even remember.
Or whatever.
I don't even remember. But yeah, so we had to do. We were like making ice cream in our science class, and you know, like I'm sure you guys have probably done it, where you're supposed to put the salt outside of the ice cream itself so that the ice will melt. And
I didn't know that.
We didn't know that. We thought you put it in the actual ice cream. And even as we were doing it, I remember thinking too, like, this is kind of weird. Like, do they really make ice cream with salt? Like, we're stupid. We're stupid. But yeah, so we did that wrong. So we had salty ice cream.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't. I still ate it.
Yeah, we still ate it. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It just salty.
I don't know why we thought that was a good idea.
I think it was either Crystal or Jessica that were like, this is wrong, we're not, it was Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal's always like the voice of reason all the time.
Yeah, we're like, nah.
Yeah, no, it sounds right, Crystal, what are you talking about? No.
And Miss Ariana came over and she was laughing at us.
And I was like, what are you doing? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Middle school was sometime. It was something else.
It was.
Oh god. Oh my gosh. Remember when we had Twin Day?
Oh my god, yes!
Okay, so we had like this, well, everyone has Spirit Week, but we had Twin Day. Or what was it, Twin Day or Lookalike Day? I don't know.
Yes.
But I decided to dress up as my history teacher, and it was a fun time. I'll show it like on the screen, but it was awesome. It was so funny because I remember like when I walked in, he was like walking by me, and then like he was staring at me for a little bit, and then he like started backing up, and he was like we were pretending we were there was a mirror. Yeah, we were like mimicking each other. It was fun. He's so funny. There's Anthony.
I've never seen him.
You can barely see him in that photo anyway.
I still don't know who that is.
Why? He's like, he was in Young Actors Guild for the longest time.
The one with the mustache?
Yeah. Well, did he have a mustache back then? He had like a beard going on, kind of. He had really cool hair. That's how people knew him. The guy with the hair.
Nah. But for the most part, I ignored everybody. So.
That's true. That's true. That was, I forget which play that was. Oh, that was Bad Hair Day.
Oh, I think that was the only one I didn't help out in.
That was the only one I was in.
That's probably the reason why.
Oh my gosh. They don't know about like we should have like done that in the beginning. Okay, so me and Sahian were like the best of friends in like middle school for like a year. It was like 1 or 2 years.
Technically more like a year and a couple months.
Yeah, like a year and a couple months. So we started being friends in middle school, and then we kind of like despised each other.
I wouldn't say despised. annoyed.
Yeah.
More annoyed than despised. I didn't hate you. It's
Well, I didn't hate you either. I was just like, Sahian. We're just like two very creative people.
I think it's both
clashed a lot.
Yeah. We're like so similar that it's like.
Yeah. Didn't work out because we were kids.
Yeah.
We were in middle school. And then like in high school too, it was just like, oh, I'm gonna avoid Sahian. No.
It's true.
No. I did avoid you a couple of times.
Yeah, no. I was like, oh shit, that's Naomi. In the corner.
The other way. Yeah. For the vast majority of high school. And then like I feel like
I think half of high school.
Like half of high school.
Yeah.
Because like towards the end I didn't really care. I was just like, I'm just trying to get out of here. I don't think any of us cared. We're just like,
yeah, we were just like, I think, I remember we kind of started like, when we were in theater class together. I was like, oh, I'm gonna see you here.
Yeah.
Might as well just like, whatever.
Yeah, we didn't really have classes together until like senior year, and we had like our IB theater class. And when like, I only joined that class because I was into acting at the time. And then I had a couple of friends in that class. Are you okay? Are you dying? Are you like thinking about the whole scenario?
Yeah, oh my god, no.
I joined it because I had friends in that class, and then I broke off those friendships. Like we just weren't friends anymore. But yeah, so I think like senior year when I saw you were in there, I was like, oh well that sucks. But I'm just gonna. Whatever.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, just like I'm not gonna like leave theater class just because this girl's in here. Whatever.
Technically, I didn't even need the class.
No, me either. I didn't, but I was just like, oh well,
it's another IB class.
Yeah.
Might as well.
So it was more of just like, let's just get our shit done, and
yeah,
that's it. Basically. That was my entire attitude throughout my senior year of high school. I'm just gonna get shit done, and then we still didn't. We weren't like
we
friends.
were in the same class for like the whole year, and
we didn't talk
much.
We weren't like, oh, I hate her, or like, how are you doing? No, we were just kind of like, oh, she's there. Hi, bye.
Not even that.
I
never said hi to you.
I don't think I ever said hi to you either. But yeah, so we didn't hate each other, but we just weren't friends senior year. And then like, what was it, like a year after we graduated?
Yeah, it was a year.
Like a year after we graduated, we ran into each other at Starbucks. I won't go into too much into detail about what happened, but basically, I saw her like sitting by herself, and I was sitting by myself, and we were both studying. And like, I'm not gonna lie, when I was sitting there and looking at her, I was like, should I say hi?
Yeah, no, I saw you walk in too. I saw you walk in, and I was like, I'm not gonna say anything.
I know.
No, it's not just you. Like anybody I've ever seen in high school, I'm just like.
Yeah, no, I don't typically say anything. Like if I see, because there's like just one coffee shop in our town that everyone goes to.
What?
Just the one. Like there's two though, but just everyone goes to that one. And so you're always gonna find someone you've seen in high school or you know from high school.
Yeah.
But typically I don't really say hi. And I wasn't going to say hi to her too. I was even texting my friend at the time, Anthony. I was like, oh my god, this girl I knew from high school is in here. I don't really like her, but... And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna say hi. Like, I just got up and I said hi, and then...
We just kind of clicked all over again.
We just started being friends again. We like told each other our life stories.
It was great.
Yeah, it was something. So, ever since then, we've been friends again, and it's been fun.
It has been.
I feel like, just after high school you grow so much, so...
It's true. We both went through a lot that year.
Sufficient to say, yeah. So there's two competing high schools in our small town, and so like it's Fireball High and Linwood High, and there's this long-standing rivalry between the two of us. So like none of the Fireball kids have spirit until like we're against them in like some type of game, and
then we like, go hardcore on that.
Hardcore Falcons, car bitch, and it's like
yes, oh
yeah,
my god,
so much spirit on those rivalry
there's
games.
Posters everywhere for that Spirit Week, and I think people made shirts, and
there was so much.
Like that was the only time people went to a football game. Not even our homecoming game.
Yeah, I remember there was like this flyer that Linwood High was passing around, like they were making fun of Fireball in some way. I forgot what they had on it. But yeah, so they like threw it all over our school, all over campus. But it was basically like throwing shade at us.
Yeah.
And Mr. Gutierrez, I don't know if you remember that. He, the history teacher, he drew like some type of, or one of his students drew like a drawing of like some old fat knight. And
I did not see that.
No, that's because Mr. Hua banned it.
Oh, it was that year.
Yeah, it was that
I didn't get to see that.
It was, I saw it, and then I didn't save the picture, and I regret it, but,
Whoa.
So.
Linwood High put bird seeds on our side of the field when we had our games.
Yeah, was it that? Or was it?
That was, I think that was our counterattack.
That was our counterattack,
yes.
Yeah, okay. So we made, like, anti-Linwood High post flyers.
That was an intense year.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of rivalry. So we were going to pass it around all campus, but then our principal, Mr. Hua, was like, no, that's not what we're about. We're not about
that. Is exactly what we're about.
Yes, that was our counterattack, damn it. But he meant well.
He was. He's really great. You guys should.
He is.
He doesn't work at our high school anymore.
Yeah, damn it. He left as soon as I left.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a coincidence. No, I'm kidding. But no, he was really nice. He was the best principal we could have had. He
went to classes and he gave like these motivational speeches directly to us.
Yeah, like, he was something else.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember one time, oh my gosh, okay, story time, guys. I used to come early all the time because my sister had like a morning class, so I was like always an hour early. And I would just sit outside. I was such a loser. I used to sit outside my first period class and I'd just be reading the entire time. And there were these like little buttons that Mr. Hua would give out. And like I think what were they called?
I think they were all-star buttons. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think if you accumulated a certain amount of buttons, you got a prize or something. And so like he was walking down the hallway, and it was literally just me and him in the hallway, so it was super awkward because I was just like with my book, and I was like,
he's just that awkward.
Yeah, I know. Don't look at me. Don't say hi to me. Don't say good morning. Don't. But it wasn't that I didn't like him. It was just so awkward.
She's just socially awkward.
Yeah, this was like sophomore year. And he just like dropped a button on the floor next to me and just like turned around. Like he only went into the hallway to drop the button next to me and give it to me.
That was so great.
It was such like a weird experience.
Yeah. He was our vice principal in Linwood High. I mean,
Linwood Middle.
Linwood Middle.
Yeah, he was our vice principal in junior high, and then he became our principal in high school.
Yeah, so he kind of like went with us.
Yeah, he followed us. But yeah. Wouldn't have had it any other way.
It's true.
Dude, look at this. When was this? Was this like that field trip that we went on for Abbey Theater?
Oh my god, that's me.
Yeah, that's you, dude. That's why I showed you the picture. That's you in the corner there.
Yeah, that must be because I have my hair short and my dad.
Yeah, like I always do. Always. Yeah, this was definitely the class.
Yeah, that was Ivy.
If you notice, we're on two completely opposite
oh my god, yeah!
of this photo because just like...
But I remember it was in the morning and we were getting on the bus or we were going back, I don't remember. And we were talking about Supernatural. Like for the first time in months we were actually talking.
I don't even remember that.
It was probably early in the morning so we had gotten up at who knows what time.
Was it just because like none of our friends were there? So we were just
no, because I think maybe I remember. So I found a pamphlet of the Winchester house in the lobby. You know how?
Of the
motel.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh hey Naomi, and I showed you it and we were like bonding for like a second because you had your Supernatural pillow.
Yeah. Oh my god, what happened to that pillow?
I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, it was like the Castiel one.
Yeah.
Right? Damn it, where the hell is it? Now I'm mad. I want to find it.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't see it here.
Yeah. Damn, where did it go? I'm gonna look for it after this. But
I think that was the only time we talked.
throughout that entire year, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Just talking about Supernatural and that's
Which
it.
is still funny considering not only were we in the same theater club, we were also in the same class, and technically my friends were still your friends.
Yeah,
we just avoided each other.
Yeah, how did we avoid each other for that
Because
long?
okay, so our lunch tables so all of our friends are friends with each other, right?
Yeah.
We all came from middle school together, so we've always had multiple tables to fit the number of people we were friends with.
We had like 30 friends. Like,
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
true.
lot.
And so we sat in opposing tables, so we always saw each other.
We just never had the exact same table. Because we had like 2 specific tables that everyone in the school knew were
Don't
ours.
sit at our
Don't
table.
sit there if you're not our
You'll
friend.
die. Basically it. There was no other way to put it.
Yeah, so we just, I don't know, how the fuck did we just like completely avoided each other throughout high school, but
well,
we
I
had
think
the
it
same
was
friends.
because our like closer friends, you know,
Right.
like our subgroup,
Yeah,
they were different.
that's true. Because you know how like when you're in high school you have like that clique that you hang out with, but then there's like 2 or 3, like 3 or 4 people who you hang out with that are much closer to you than the others.
Mm.
So they were different, yeah.
Remember?
No, okay, here's how I remember.
Okay,
so,
you tell it.
I didn't, okay, because like that morning I had gone to
print something out.
Yeah, I had gone to print something out because he would let us
You're
print
right.
things in the morning. So I had my flash
You
drive
weren't
there.
even nice to him.
You weren't. I feel so bad. Sorry, Mr. Garcia.
Sorry.
But yeah. So I had my flash drive there and I forgot it. Like I left it in the class. So I don't know why I was yelling at him. But oh no, okay. So this is why.
Yeah.
So I had like left it there and I assumed when I went back for his actual class that it was gonna be there. So I left it there. And so I was like, okay, the assignment I need is on that flash drive. I could just print it out in class and give it to him. So when he was going down the roll list and was getting everyone to turn in their assignments, he got to me and he was like, 0. And I was like, what? And I was like, but I have it on my flash drive. And he was all like, well, I don't see your flash drive. Like, you don't have your flash drive. And I was like, I left my flash drive in this class. Where could it be? And he was like, and I think like I had heard from someone else that
Yeah, it was to the end of class.
yeah, like he had loaned it to some other student that I did not know. Like he let some other student borrow it. So I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna get a 0 for this.
We
thing.
stayed after class.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get a 0 for this if I did the work, and it was his fault because he loaned that flash drive, which was not his, to someone else. So
I think it was because he collected flash drives that people left there. He had this little container in his desk. Yeah.
I don't know, but I had heard that it was just like he gave it to someone to borrow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
But I don't know. But yeah, so we went after class, and I was
Well, we
pissed.
stayed after class.
Yeah, I was pissed, and they were
pissed.
with me. Like,
Yeah, I was.
you guys just wanted to see what would happen. I think.
Crystal and Jessica left because they were on to history, and I had stayed with you.
No, Crystal stayed.
She did?
Crystal stayed because I remember because she was still making fun of me.
She does?
Yeah, she still does. Because
Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. But yeah, so like I told him like, hey, I don't deserve a 0 for this because I have it. It's on my flash drive, but I left my flash drive here. And he was like, well, you shouldn't have left your flash drive here. It's still a 0. And I was like, Swerve, no, you let someone else borrow my flash drive. My flash drive. Like, it was on there, so you can't. I was straight up kind of yelling at him because I did not deserve a 0.
She was yelling. She was yelling. There was no other way to put it.
Yeah, and I was like, you're not going to give me a 0 because I don't deserve a 0. You took my flash drive, which has my assignment on it, so you need to give me the grade that I deserve, which is not a 0. And he was...
You have to be wary of her because when she's angry, she's angry.
Especially when it comes to my grades.
Yeah,
That's mostly it.
Yeah.
I'm very... So what was his reaction? He was
Well, you started getting really quiet, and I think he was scared. Because you were very scary.
Crystal swears that she saw him tearing up a little, that his eyes were getting watery, but he got very quiet and he was all like, okay, alright, I'll give you until the end of the day. I'll tell the person to give you your flash drive back and you can turn it in after school. And he was just like, but I think it was just that he was talking so low that everyone was like,
like, damn it, Naomi, you made him cry.
Yeah, I didn't really make him cry. It was just...
But now we make fun of her for it. Don't make any other teachers try.
It's happened before. No, but yeah, that was, I feel so bad. I still feel bad.
I don't know what happened to him.
I don't either. I feel like this is not a throwback at all. It's just like story time.
It's good times.
Oh, I have a story. I think I've told you about it. I don't think I have actually, now that I think of it. Back to Mr. Ochoa, our high school history teacher. So, as you guys already know, I struggle with anxiety. And so, and especially in high school, I would get anxiety attacks like all the time. It was so bad. And so one time I was in his class and I could already feel myself like starting to overthink, and I was like starting to breathe really quickly, so I knew I was going to get an anxiety attack. And I had told him like in the beginning of the school year. I remember I gave all of my teachers like a letter explaining to them that I had anxiety disorder and that I get anxiety attacks from time to time, and I had like the second page was like an instruction guide on what to do if I got an attack. And I don't think any of them read it besides
probably
Miss
not.
Besides Miss Bhattacharya. I know she did.
Yeah, because she's so nice.
She's so nice. Another story, but she was our math teacher and she was so nice.
She was your math teacher.
Oh, my math teacher. Yeah, she was.
I was in AP calculus. Yeah, right.
I know, but I don't know why I was, but anyway. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure she was the only one who read it, and I don't think he read it because I had gotten up to tell him like, hey, Mr. Ochoa, I think I'm having an anxiety attack, so I'm just gonna step out for a bit, get some water, and try to calm myself down. And he was like freaking out. Like he looked like he was trying not to display that he was freaking out, but he was freaking out. Yeah. And he was all like, oh, okay, all right, just take your time. No need to like rush or anything. You can take it. No, he was like, take your time. And so I was like, okay, all right. And so like I went outside and I went and got water, and by the time like I calmed myself down, it was already time to go to the next class. So when I had walked in, no one was in the class because class was over. So I just had to get my stuff, and then he was like, he still looked like he was freaking out, and he was all like, so are you good? You okay?
I can hear his voice right now.
Yeah. Like, you alright? You feeling better? Do you need me to call the nurse or something? And it's like, and for anyone, just like a heads up, if someone is having an anxiety attack or just has an anxiety attack, do not ask if they're okay, because that's gonna make things worse. But yeah, so I was just like, no, yeah, I'm good, and I just wanted to get out of there because I knew if he kept asking me if I was okay, I would not be okay. So I was like getting all my stuff like super fast, and then he just like comes up to me and he has like this broken ruler, and he just like put it on my desk and he was like, it's a broken ruler. I was like,
okay,
nice. I was like, what do you want me to say? He was like gifting me with this broken ruler to make up for my anxiety attack. I don't know. And I felt bad because I left the ruler. But we haven't told any stories of Mr. Pratt.
Oh my god, no, Mr. Pratt. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
We have a whole bunch of him.
I'm sorry, Mr. P. Ah, man.
Forgive us.
Yes, forgive us for our sins.
Oh, yes. So every Friday, so I had Mr. I don't know if you did too. I had Mr. Perez for 3 years. So
I had him for 2.
Yeah, so I had him for my sophomore year, and then my junior year, and then my senior year. So every Friday, for as long as I can remember, and even now he still says it, every Friday after class is over, he's like, have a good weekend, stay away from the ratchets will be out, and the
ratchets will be on the prowl.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cold, they're gonna be looking for someone to cuddle, stay away from the ratchets. I remember. Oh my god.
He still says that.
He's funny. He's great. Yeah. But I feel like Mr. Perez is just like one of those teachers, who, by the way, he's an English teacher. I had him, I was lucky enough to have him for 2 years, but unfortunately, I did not have him my last year. Let's not go into that. But I didn't have him my last year. And he was just like one of those teachers that you know you can talk to about literally anything. I've talked to Mr. Perez about so much stuff.
So many things, honestly.
So many things I probably shouldn't have mentioned to him.
Probably not. But he was just so great, and he helps anybody through anything, no matter what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the best.
Yeah. When I was like, I know I was like 16, I went through such a tough time, but he honestly really helped me through it, and I can't like thank him enough for that.
He did. Yeah.
It's like
He's like our hero, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, truly. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. And he's like the only teacher I've ever gone back to visit because he's just that amazing.
Yeah.
He's more like, he's not even like, well, even though he's not my teacher obviously right now, but like even when he was my teacher, he was more of like my friend than anything.
Or an uncle.
Yeah.
I always remember most of our IB teachers as uncles.
Really?
I don't know. Could have been because they knew my family. You know.
Maybe. Yeah. I just always thought of him like, you know, like if I ever have a problem in any like aspect of life, I'm going to Mr. Perez about it. Yeah. Gonna text him and be like, hey, Mr. P.
Yeah, we have all of his information.
Yeah, no, I have him on Facebook, I have him on Instagram. I don't know if he has a Snapchat.
He does have a Snapchat, but he hasn't had it on for quite a while.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I have like his phone number and all that stuff.
Multiple emails.
Multiple emails that he has. So, yeah. I remember like I went to go speak to his Avid class, like last year maybe.
Was it this year?
Was it this year?
I think it was this year.
Oh, probably it was.
Because I wasn't working that day. You told me that you were gonna go.
Yeah, it was this year. God, time flies and it feels like it was last year. But yeah, so I went to go talk to them, and then like he didn't have a class for 6th period. So the last class of the day, I was just like, that entire period I was just talking to him, and I was just like catching him up on my life basically, on every aspect of my life. Like I would literally talk to him about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really did. And like he gave me the best advice, and he always does. He always does, so. And I took it. And I don't regret it.
Yeah.
We don't have many like stories of him. It's just more of like,
yeah, it's just
he's great. That's
he's
it.
Great.
That's all we can tell you.
Nothing else.
Alright, so that's it for this video, guys. I will see you next week. And don't forget to subscribe. You like the little dance I did?
Yeah, I did. I actually
Getting
did.
closer and closer and closer. Subscribe. Alright, bye guys.
Bye.